Hello there, this is Joy KahNah, and welcome to my video on North Node in the 11th house. Please excuse my background here. I'm currently traveling and just doing the best I can with filming. Let's talk about how you can calculate the placement of your North Node. In order to know where your North Node falls in your chart, you will need to obtain a copy of your full natal chart, which you can do for free at the calculator that I linked below. Once you have your chart, you'll want to look up into the upper left-hand corner, and you'll see a little number in the center that says 11. It'll be a triangular shape. That's your 11th house. If you see the symbol there that looks like a horseshoe, inside of that slice of pie with the number 11, then that means that your North Node is in your 11th house. When it comes to our North Node, the North Node sign is very important, and you should learn as much as you can about your North Node sign. The North Node sign itself indicates the energy that you are meant to embody in this lifetime, and it indicates specifically your life's purpose or soul's purpose. The house placement of your North Node indicates the area of your life that you must focus on in order to activate or sort of open up the path of your life's purpose. So for example, for me, my North Node is in Pisces, and that is about intuition and higher power, trust and faith in the universe. And I am a psychic. My North Node falls in the 6th house of my natal chart, which is about health and nutrition. So that doesn't make me a nutritionist, but what it means is that the more that I focus on 6th house matters, the more psychic I become. And this is proven to be completely true. So the more that I focus on my nutrition, exercise, stuff like that, the more psychic that I become. So if your North Node falls in the 11th house, what you're going to find is that the more that you focus on 11th house matters, the more successful you become in your life's purpose. What are 11th house matters? Well, the first and most important is friendships. If your North Node falls in the 11th house, the more time that you spend cultivating positive associations with friends and with networks, the quicker you'll achieve your life's purpose. So it basically means that you'll need to have positive relations with people who can help you to achieve your dream. So let's say that you have your North Node in Virgo and you want to become a doctor, right? So your North Node sign is Virgo, but it's in the 11th house. Well, that means that in order to rise to the top as a doctor, you're going to probably need to be a part of an association of other doctors, and you're going to need to forge friendships with the sort of senior doctors or things like that in order to open up doorways for you. So the 11th house is really about our connection to society and our connection to others who can help us along the way in achieving our dreams. So if your North Node is in the 11th house, you want to have friends who are aligned with the same ideals that you are and really take the time to nurture those friendships. So someone with North Node in the 11th house could become a humanitarian or a politician. I would say North Node needs to work for a higher good. If you are after a life purpose that is just sort of about you or glorifying yourself or just your talents, and it's really just to feel good about yourself or because that's what you like to do, that's probably completely off track. North Node in the 11th house needs to take their purpose and give it to the world. The 11th house is also about organizations. So someone with their North Node in the 11th house may end up as a leader of an organization, but what you'll find is that just being member to any organization or society, or even like going to meetup groups, for example, all those things will get you closer to your purpose. With North Node in the 11th house, you've got to be parts of groups of people. You have to. Like you have to if you want to achieve your purpose. And it may not be that that directly is your purpose, but somehow you go to that sort of group meeting or whatever, you participate in that group volunteer day or whatever it is, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, what I really want to do with my life is this. I think it would be a good idea to challenge yourself to be member to a small handful of organizations organizations, at least, 2 or 3, or otherwise to be very deeply involved in maybe a single organization that you really believe in. And I think with the 11th house, it doesn't so much matter what the organization is or what the group is. It just matters that you believe in it. The 11th house is about what we believe in and what we dream for the evolution of society and what we hope for and our aspirations. And with your North Node in the 11th house, you need to spend some time thinking about that. What is your dream? Not for yourself. What is your dream for the world? What do you want to see changed in this world? I think the 11th house can sometimes have a sort of political bent to it. What would you be willing to fight for, right? And how can you get involved in that? Even if it's in some small way, how can you get involved with that? How can you join with other people to contribute to something more? And what that something more is going to be dictated by the sign of your North Node. But what the 11th house dictates is that there's other people involved. It's not just you. I think the 11th house says that whatever your niche is, whatever your purpose is, there's going to be other people there with you. It's not just going to be you. And I think that's actually a relief. I think that's really a wonderful thing. You're not going to be in it alone. This could give somebody a purpose where they really get to actually do their purpose, and they get to do it with their very best friend or work together with a team of people. And oh, that sounds like a dream. That sounds just wonderful. So where are your people and who are your people? If your North Node's in the 11th house, you've got to answer those questions. Who are my people? And you want to connect with those people very strongly. Forge your networks. And ideally, I think it should be done in person. It's great to be parts of groups online and things like that, and I think that's a wonderful starting point. But I think the 11th house really wants boots on the ground, really wants to work towards something with other people. And even if what you're working towards isn't your purpose, or it's not quite your purpose, still working towards something with other people that you really believe in is going to get you closer to your purpose. It's going to help you to discover the part of yourself that needs to be activated. And with this placement, you also need to focus on what your dreams are, and you need to cultivate dreams. You need to cultivate vision, a vision for the world. You need to have something to believe in. You want to align yourself in whatever way it is, whether it's through what you read or what you watch or what you think about. You want to align yourself with people that believe in something more, that believe in advancement, and you want to give of yourself. Doing some traveling for volunteer reasons, or even local volunteering, or even just taking time to be of service in some small way will really help you to figure out what you really want to do for your purpose. And if you already are engaged in your life purpose, then doing these 11th house things, spending time with your friends and spending time as parts of groups and focusing on your dreams is just going to make you all the more successful. It's just going to open up the floodgates, open up the doorways for your purpose. And yeah, I guess a little mantra, if you have this placement, would be, let's do it together. Let's do it together. So whatever it is that you want to do, start thinking about, how can this be done together? How can we do this together? How can we do it together, right? And maybe you believed that it was just going to be about you and your name, and this might sound a little bit strange, but trust me, like if your North Node's in the 11th house and you really start to think about involving other people, you're going to get that much more successful, that much more quickly. And I think that with your North Node in the 11th house, it means that in this lifetime, you're really meant to achieve something for humanity. And I think that's absolutely wonderful. You're meant to make a difference. And I think the 11th house is about advancing, elevating, not just yourself, but yourself and others. So I think it's really cool because it means that your life's purpose isn't just for you. The work that you put in isn't just for you. It's about like spreading it around and helping to touch others as well. And you have a very good possibility with this placement then of making a big difference in the world and inspiring others in a substantial way. Like, I guess I just think of it as, this is kind of a controversial example, but like what first comes to mind is Jesus, and nobody knows his astrology. But the reason why I say that is because I just think of, like, that's somebody who had a vision, who had a higher vision, and who was just selfless, and who he reminds me of somebody who maybe has North Node in Virgo in the 11th house, and who had an egalitarian philosophy, like we are all equal. And the more that you align your thinking with that, the quicker you're gonna succeed. You want to think of like everybody as being a brotherhood of equals. And the more that you align your day-to-day actions with the idea that we're all equal and we all deserve X, like, I think you get to decide what is it that we're moving towards. You know, you decide that for yourself. But know that whatever it is, whatever your ideal is, whatever your dream is, it's for everybody. And it has to be for everybody. And in order to succeed in your purpose, you're going to have to make it for everybody. Not just you, not just rich people, not just a certain gender, not just people of a certain race. It's got to be for everyone. So take whatever your idea is, whatever your dream is, and then apply it to everybody. And then let other people help you. Don't insist on doing it alone. Bring other people into it. And even if that's in the smallest way, and even if it's, you know, I don't know what I want to do, but I know that there's trash all over and it's springtime and there's trash all over my block, then awesome. Get together a couple neighbors and go and pick up the trash on your block, and you're instantly going to feel like, wow, this is who I am. This is who I came to be in this lifetime. So engage in those little things. Spend time with your friends. Really be there for them. Really commit to some friendships. Really be there for them. Join some groups and figure out what your dream is, at least for now, and focusing on these things is going to lead you straight into your purpose. So congratulations on your North Node in the 11th house, and many, 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 many blessings to you. Namaste and goodbye.